Here's a question I get constantly in the comments. Do I actually need an international driving permit for my trip, or is my regular license fine? The honest answer is, it depends on where you're going. But the smarter answer is, just get one anyway. And today I'm going to show you exactly why. We're going country by country, the ones where an IDP is legally required, the ones where it's strongly recommended, and the ones with special agreements. By the end, you'll know exactly where you stand for your trip. First, a quick bit of background because understanding this makes everything else clearer. International driving permits are governed by two international treaties, the 1949 Geneva Convention and the 1968 Vienna Convention. Most countries are signatories to one or both, and IDP requirements are based on which convention a country follows. An IDP essentially translates your existing driver's license into 12 languages: Arabic, Chinese, English, French, German, Russian, Spanish, and more. It's recognized in 189 countries as proof that your home license is valid. The key rule: you always need your original license alongside the IDP. The IDP is not a standalone permit, it's a companion document. Both need to be present. Now let's get into the specifics. Let's start with the places where an IDP is not optional. Most of continental Europe, Italy, Greece, Spain, Portugal, and Eastern European countries, including Poland, Hungary, Romania, and the Czech Republic, all require an IDP if your license was not issued in the EU. Rental agencies in these countries will ask for it, and police are within their rights to fine you without one. Across Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Cambodia, an IDP is legally required for foreign drivers. Road enforcement varies, but rental agencies consistently demand it. In the Middle East, the UAE, Oman, Jordan, and Qatar, an IDP is mandatory for foreign nationals driving on a tourist visa. Much of South America, including Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, and Ecuador, requires an IDP. Brazil in particular is strict. Police checkpoints are common and documents are inspected carefully. Across Africa, Morocco, Egypt, Kenya, South Africa, Tanzania, an IDP is required and actively checked. In all of these places, no IDP equals no legal right to drive. It's that simple. There's a second category: countries where your foreign license might technically be valid for a short period, but an IDP is still strongly recommended. France and Germany fall into this category for English-speaking tourists. Your license is technically valid, but if you're stopped by a local officer who can't read it, an IDP immediately resolves any confusion. Australia accepts foreign licenses for short visits up to 3 months, depending on the state, but rental companies frequently request an IDP anyway, especially for non-English language licenses. New Zealand has a similar setup. Your overseas license is valid for up to 12 months, but an IDP is the fastest way to confirm legitimacy at both rental counters and police stops. India accepts international licenses in theory, but enforcement is inconsistent across states. An IDP is a universal safeguard. For all of these countries, the IDP is not legally required, but practically essential. Think of it like travel insurance. You hope you don't need it, but you'll be very glad you have it. A small number of countries have bilateral driving agreements that mean an IDP isn't technically needed for drivers from specific nations. For example, US drivers in Canada and Mexico and vice versa generally don't need an IDP for short-term travel. Regular licenses are mutually recognized. Some EU member states have similar agreements with each other, and with a few select non-EU countries. But here's my honest recommendation. Even for these cases, bilateral agreements change, enforcement is inconsistent, and rental agencies don't always honor them even when the law does. For $49 to $79, an IDP covers every possible scenario and removes all uncertainty. Wherever you're going, the application process is the same. Head to internationaldriversassociation.com, link in the description. Choose your plan: digital only for $49, or the recommended print plus digital 3-year plan for $79. Upload a photo of your license and a passport-style photo. Pay online, that's it. Digital delivery is instant. The whole thing takes under 8 minutes, and you'll have a document recognized in 189 countries. So do you really need an IDP? For most trips to most countries, the answer is yes, or at the very least, strongly yes. And for the trips where it's technically optional, it's still the smartest thing you can do to protect your plans. Link to apply is in the description. Drop your destination in the comments and I'll tell you exactly what you need. Subscribe for a new driving guide every week, and I'll see you in the next one.